What is up, guys? I am finally back with some more Doki Doki mods, and we are here playing Doki Doki Blue Skies. Holy shit. I have been having the urges to play another Doki Doki mod for a few months now. And I don't know why I just haven't gotten around to it, and now I'm getting around to it. So this is Doki Doki Blue Skies. This mod came out, what was it? It came out a little while ago, like months ago. And I know I've heard that it's been really talked about, like heavily talked about. It's one of those mods where it's heavily talked about. And it seems like this mod there's only 3 routes with Sayori's route, Yuri's route, and Natsuki's route. Sadly, Monica did get a route in this one. I don't know what the reason is, but I know when I was scrolling around through the menus, I looked at the extras here that it looked like they were actually planning to put Monica have a route. And well, I guess you could look through these scenes here in the extras menu. So I mean, I guess it's kind of a bummer because Monica doesn't really get like that many mods where it's like you're actually with her. But oh well. I see that this was heavily like they really heavily worked on this, honestly. Like, look at this. Apparently everybody's got like their own songs here, like Sayori's menu song, Yuri's, Natsuki's. So like there's a lot of music in this. And as far as I know, I don't think there's any copyrighted music, so that's also a good sign. As I went through the settings here, sorry, I'm gonna have to censor some nudity. If you want to see some anime titties, well then go to Rule 34, you sick fuck. And apparently skipping Halloween. I don't know why you would skip Halloween. I guess it's not that important, but we're gonna have to see it anyway, so. Enough of me talking, let's get to this. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I had to check my OBS to make sure it wasn't too loud, because it definitely got louder. What's this? I don't know who's talking, so I can't do the voices right now. This shouldn't be possible. Why am I here? How am I here? Oh, it's Monica. Did you bring me back? I don't see any other explanation. Why, we've already established that there's no happiness here, so why? Oh, it's bringing her from, like, the actual main game where she mentions that there's no happiness here, so, like, she deleted herself and all that. Huh? Why can't I look at the script? Something's wrong. You didn't do anything, did you? Don't you understand? Are you trying to mess things up even more? How did you... Wait, I know. You've installed a mod. Fourth wall right off the bat. Alright. Cool. That's why everything's been changed. Don't you think it's time to let us all go? No, I'm having fun. What? You want everything to be like how it should have been? But you really care about them, don't you? I wish... Never mind. If you really want to do it, I won't stop you. I've been fighting to take control of this game again. But if you want to play through the mod, then... Well, I'll succumb to the mod's control. So... Do you want me to allow the mod's activation? Hell yeah. It's been a long time. I haven't played a mod in like over a year, or close to a year at this point. I knew it. Mikey, or whatever your name actually is, I truly hope that you can find happiness with your choice. Okay. Nice. I lay in bed, motionless and staring up at the blank white ceiling. What a boring-ass ceiling. Last night was dreadful. The sound of thunder kept me up for hours. But today is another day, I guess. Let's just hope that it's at least a bit better. With another sigh, I begrudgingly drag myself out of bed and groggily begin the monotony, or something, I don't know, of my daily routine. Making my way to the kitchen, I haphazardly rummage through the cupboards looking for something to eat. Unfortunately, there's no tasty homemade breakfast awaiting me. Sorry, I was about to say waiting for me. Ever since my parents' divorce... Wait. My parents divorced? I've just been living off of whatever I find in the kitchen. I live with my mom, but she's always taking business trips abroad. Huh. Never really seen anything about MC's mom, but... So for the most part, it's pretty much just me at home. Oh, I forgot to mention, I seen they had their own website for this mod, and I seen that there's actually more characters that they made, which is like MC's mom apparently was one of them. A teacher, and I think there's like 2 other students. I don't know what their role is though. It's lonely, but I manage. Although I do miss the smell of bacon and eggs in the morning. Breakfast used to be a family thing. Dad would read the newspaper at the kitchen table, while Mom would stand... I thought I had a burp. Sorry. While my mom would stand at the stove and fry up her famous sunny side-up eggs. Sounds like a typical, like, marriage thing. Like, a father just always has a newspaper at the fucking breakfast table in the mornings. But all of that feels like a long-forgotten memory. Well, at least breakfast is sorted. Not exactly the best start to the day, but it'll do. I do my own shopping since Mom's never home, but I usually stick to buying the bare necessities. What? Fuck my life. It's been so long since I've been, like, having to read this stuff, alright? The ease of using pre-made stuff has pretty much sapped me of the urge to cook meals for myself. And with my food quickly finished, I head for the door. At the very least, the weather looks much better than yesterday's. Clear skies, beat thunderstorms, any day of the week. I'm still lost in my thoughts when I notice a familiar face. It's Sayori. I missed the bun. We have quite a history together. As children, we were basically inseparable. Always exploring, getting up to mischief, driving our parents wild. Typical things that young children do, really. As time went on, especially in recent years, we started slowly drifting apart. In fact, I haven't properly spoken to her in a long time. It's a real shame. After all, we've shared a lot of fond memories with each other. I'm surprised to see her up so early, though a couple of times I've glanced out the classroom window only to see her hurriedly walking along to school. We used to walk to school together, and although she was sometimes a little late to meet me, I never really minded. As we continued to drift apart, however, her lack of punctuality became more frequent, and I just decided it'd be better if I walked to school alone. Which meant that although I did get to school on time... Wait, what? Which meant that although I did get to school on time more often... Okay, yeah, I did say that right. I thought I said something wrong there. It was quite lonely. Knowing her, she's probably just gotten more and more lazy with time. After all, her dedication to sleeping in seems to be unwavering. Oh well. Still, I've always enjoyed talking to her. Hey, Sayori, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Miss seeing her. My favorite Doki. Oh, hey, Mikey. I wasn't expecting to see you. That makes two of us. You're up early today. Aha. She laughed softly, a misplaced looking frown on her face. I've been alright, though. Not a whole lot has changed recently, you know? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Life has been pretty routine these days. School's kind of meh, although I guess it could be worse. She nods as we both resume to walk to school. Although I could talk to her just fine, there's still an awkward air between us. I mean, I guess it kind of depends how long you guys drifted apart. Like, if it's been like that long, it probably would be awkward when you first talk again, I guess. I guess that's a given, seeing as this is our first proper conversation together in a long time. As we carry on As we carry on making idle small talk, a sudden thought hits me. Anyway, this might come across as a bit out of the blue, but seeing you here has given me an idea. Oh? Well, it's been a while since we've walked to school together. How about we start doing that again? Would you really want to do that? I'm not very fun to talk to, and I'm always late. I frown. It's really strange to hear Sayori say this, given I've always known her to have a bubbly, cheerful personality. Yeah, where's that cheerful Sayori that we all knew and love? Sayori, that's definitely not true. Well, the bit about always being late is true. I've always loved hanging out with you, and I think we'd have a lot of fun again. Besides, I missed you. I'll even help you wake up on time if you need me to. Was that a bit too forward? I don't know. I've never been in this sort of situation before. I mean, we are childhood friends after all, right? Really? Yeah, really. I missed you too, Mikey. Man, why does it feel like... it's like the whole start of this. It's like, oh, I just came back to playing Doki Doki mods, and I miss these characters to all my heart, and they're just like responding, they missed me too, or something. I'm just like, well, shit, alright, fourth wall break. I guess. Well, let's do it then. From now on, we'll walk to school together, okay? Maybe I should turn off this fan. I don't know if people were hearing that fan. I have no idea, though. It was hot in here for a while. Okay. Ah, there it is. That classic Sayori smile I grew up loving. In a friend way or more than that? All the memories I have of us together as children feature that smile. No matter where we ventured, parks, playgrounds, forests, that smile would follow. That innocent, childlike sense of adventure we used to have, it's painfully clear that that's long gone. Age sucks. But maybe we can still smile together anyway. So what have you been up to lately? You know, the usual. You mean games, anime, and manga, right? Yup. It pretty much goes without saying. I don't know if I'm doing the Sayori voice right as I was doing it. It's been way too long. Oh, Mikey, you haven't changed. Are you saying that you think I need some change? No one's perfect. There's always room for improvement. Especially in your case, I'm guessing that you're still part of the Go Home Club. Okay, so this is going to be the part where she tries to get us in the literature club, right? Hey, that cuts a little deep. What do you want me to do? Join the soccer club and trip over everyone? Well, I think a little exercise is good for anyone. I'm very offended if you're trying to call me fat right now. Wow. Well, you don't have to join a sports club if you don't want to. Yeah, I was actually thinking of checking out the anime club right away. Wow, how'd you guess? It does suit my hobbies though, so Mikey, you should try branching out a bit more. Okay, Miss Club Expert, if you're going to criticize all my club choices, what would you suggest? Well, it just so happens that there's this club that I'm in. Oh, really? Yeah, and I'm actually the vice president. Wow, I did not expect that. Dang, so you get to take part in all the executive decisions, huh? Uh-huh. Kind of. The club kind of... Oh, wait. I thought it was my character. Sorry. The club kind of only has 4 members at the moment. But it's really fun. We're actually looking for new members right now. Ah, so that's why she brought it up. Only 4 members? Sound like you guys are just starting out then. What club is it anyway? It's the school's very own literature club! I unintentionally let out a sigh. Her face drops. I don't think that was quite the reaction she was hoping for. In my defense, literature has never quite captured my interest. Unless you count manga as literature, that is. We know somebody who thinks manga's literature. Favorite pink-haired bitch, I mean girl. I knew it. You don't want to join. I understand, though. Not many people like reading. Hey, who said I didn't like to read? I love reading, if you count, manga. I'm the last word more to myself than to Sayori. On the plus side, Sayori laughs at my sheepishness. You sound like someone I know from the literature club. She talks about manga all the time. Yep. We all know who that is. Oh, really? I am actually interested in your club, though. Kind of sounds like bullshit if you let out that sigh before. Sayori smiles, seemingly content that I'm showing initiative. If I'm looking for a club to join, I guess the literature club is as good a place as any to start. That's great! You should come by sometime. And by sometime, you're hoping for today, aren't you? The sooner the better. Ugh, that voice crack. Alright, I'll have a look after school today. Yay! Thanks, Mikey. I was about to suck a Sayori again. I gotta get the reading stuff back into my head. I should not have backed away from these mods for so long. Although we should probably hurry up. Don't want to be late now, do we? Yeah, you're right. That was just the problem I was having. And then you call me off guard with conversation, you fucking asshole. Within a few minutes, we've arrived at the school entrance amidst a crowd of chattering students. Everyday high school. We wave goodbye as we head off to our separate classes. I have Sakura? I guess. In the morning, so I'm fairly confident that the next hour or so won't be too bad. Who's Sakura? I'm gonna say Sakura, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, honestly. Who's Sakura, you might ask? Only one of the coolest, most down-to-earth teachers we have in the whole school. I remember I had a teacher like that. He was the best. Honestly, in real life, I had someone who was so cool and he was so down-to-earth. Basically how he was describing this teacher. Being on the young side himself, the experience of high school is much fresher in his mind than in some of the other teachers, especially the older ones. He gives me a smile as I open the door. Aha, so this is Sakura! I don't know what kind of voice I could give him. Huh. Good morning, Mikey. How are you doing today? Not bad, sir. Same old, same old. How about you? Well, we're finally starting our module on 20th century history today, so needless to say, I'm excited. This might be, it might sound so bad, honestly. I don't know if I'm digging the voice I'm giving him right now. Oh yeah? First World War, Nazism, Second World War, that stuff. You bet. I've waited all year for this to start. Oh man, you guys are in for a real treat. That's something else I really admire about him. He's so enthusiastic about his subject, and that his enthusiasm really makes learning about history that much more enjoyable. I didn't know what voice to give him because he kind of looked really young. Like he kind of looked like he was like mid-20 something. I don't know. I didn't know what else to give him. Combined with the fact that he's fairly relaxed, especially when it comes to homework, you can really see why he's popular. Although he does have a strict side, of course. Every teacher has some strict side. That side of him comes to light every now and again. So he isn't a pushover. By and large, he's earned the respect of his students by striking the balance just right. I just wish that all of my teachers were as friendly and made efforts to know their students better. A dream we would all wish for, but never will happen. Oh well. I take a seat and one of my classmates, Emmy, smiles and waves. Who's Emmy? I think that's one of the new Sprite characters. Bouncy and energetic, she has a reputation for her skills on the track field. Even when she isn't running, she's still pretty much a ball of energy. Oh my god! I feel like I would have had to give that Sayori voice to her. Is there gonna be any way that I could pitch it down, like a little bit lower than Sayori's? Because she's so much smaller. Like she looks like a Natsuki size. Hiya. We have one of those odd friendships where we get along well in class, but don't really see each other outside of school. How are you doing, Emmy? Training was really fun today, Mikey. Oh. She's always on the hunt for new recruits to join the track team, and she has a habit of dropping some not-so-subtle hints. Yeah, we're always looking for new people. And I know you aren't part of any clubs, so you should totally join us. Nope. It's funny you mentioned that. I'm not part of any clubs, actually. I think I'm gonna check out the literature club after school. I didn't really think you were the poetic type. But if you ever get bored of writing poems, you know where to find me. How many times do I have to tell you that? Alright guys, let's make a start. It's almost criminal that I've had to wait so long to teach to teach my favorite century. Well, that's the school's lessons over. As I linger behind in the classroom to gather up all my things, I hear the door open. It's Sayori. What? Hi again, Mikey. What are you doing back here? Hey, the literature club's meeting today, right? Yeah, it is. I was just heading there now. Do you still want to come along? You betcha. Sayori seems to perk up, looking excited that I still want to come along to the club. Look at you, finally doing some... I mean, if you're the vice president, it can't be all that bad, right? She giggles, making me smile. Oh, wait, that's Sayori. Each individual club member makes it special. Everyone works hard to have fun together. Well, let's not keep them waiting. It'll be rude to show up late. I want to make a good first impression, after all. I guess you're right. Come on, it's right this way, and then and up the stairs. At the end, I'm pissing myself off.